Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG coming at you from yet another edition of Dogmail, the show where I read out emails that you guys send me from all over the freaking world. In the background, you can see me working on the sacred mushroom shrine for Big Mac in Mole City from my Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. And remember guys, if you want to stand a chance of getting your buttholes on Dogmail, you can get in touch via email, Facebook, or dogcraft.net. All of the details are in the description box below. And remember guys, just because you don't see your Dogmail on the show, that doesn't mean that I haven't read it. I read every single Dogmail that you guys send me, but I get quite a lot, so it's very difficult for me to get all of you guys into the show. But rest assured guys, if you send me an email, a Dogmail, I have freaking read it. Now guys, we have got a tonnage of Dogmails to get through, so without further ado, let's get reading. The first Dogmail comes from a cyberdog called Dogren, and he has the following to say. Dear Mr. ReNDoG, I have been a subscriber for about a year now, and you are awesome. Every day when I get home from school, I watch your videos. One night I was laying in bed and I thought, why is ReNDoG not on the Minecraft server? And also, if you were invited on the Minecraft server, who would you want to meet first? Lastly, what would be your first project? Sorry for the longest Dogmail in Dogmail history, but that is about all. Sincerely, Dogren. Well, Dogren, thank you so much for getting in touch, my friend. And I just got to tell you, man, that is definitely not the longest Dogmail in Dogmail history. I've had a couple Dogmails so long that I haven't been able to put them in the show because it would literally take me 15 freaking minutes to read. But your Dogmail is certainly on the average length side of things, I would say. But let's get to answering your questions, Dogren. Why am I not on the Minecraft server? Well, simply because I haven't been invited. And if I was invited on the Minecraft server, who would I want to meet first? Well, a lot of you guys know that one of my biggest Minecraft influencers is Etho. He is of course on the Minecraft server, and if I ever met Etho in my entire life, I would literally fangirl all over him, man. I would jazz out. I would just be like, Etho, you're so freaking awesome. But yeah, that would be epic. I would beeline straight for Etho, and I would just fanboy all over that jazz, man. And your last question was, what would be your first project? Well, I had a little think about that one. And you know what? I think that the first thing that I would build if I was on the Minecraft server would be the Frodome. And for those of you guys who have been with me since the Terraria days, you will know what I'm talking about. But I would literally build a house that looked like an afro. And yeah, that is what I would build. And I would build it on top of a mountain somewhere overlooking all of the other Minecraft guys' stuff. And every time they logged into the server, they would see this massive freaking fro on top of a mountain. And they would know that is the Cyberdog headquarters up there. But anyway, that's all in the hypothetical. But anyway, man, thank you so much for your Dogmail, Dogren. Let's move on to the next one. This Dogmail comes from Waffle Wacko, and he or she has to say the following. Sup, Ren? Thanks for reading this. If you did read this, well, yeah, I did read this. I love to draw, and your buildings have really inspired my drawings. You are really one of my idols. And a recent Dogmail said you really give people self-confidence, and I really care about how I look a lot. And when someone makes fun of me, I say there are 7 billion people on Earth, and who cares what one person thinks? And that self-confidence is thanks to you. Ren, you have been an incredible role model for me. Sincerely, Waffle Wacko. Well, Waffle Wacko, man, that is an absolutely awesome Dogmail. And you know what? It's those kind of Dogmails that give me a reason to do what I'm doing, man, because, you know, every single time I get an email like this from you guys, I know that I'm influencing people out there, I'm helping people, and that is the best feeling in the world, man. That is a better feeling than 100,000 subscribers, than however many views, than being on the Minecraft server. That is the fact that I can actually and am actually helping people out there is just, it is one of the things that really keeps me going, man, and really makes me feel like really proud of what I'm doing on YouTube and what I'm achieving on YouTube. And you know, it's just so freaking sweet that, oh man, there's so many guys out there, so many girls out there that have benefited from the videos that I make. And when I first started doing all of this jazz, you know, it was so weird. It was just like, I'm just gonna film myself playing Minecraft and let's see what happens. And just to know that the work that I've done and everything that I've put out actually helps people out there, it's just it is the sweetest feeling, man. Thank you, Waffle Wacko, for sending that Dogmail. That is freaking awesome and so glad to hear that your self-confidence is at an all-time high. Keep it up there, man. Remember that the only person on this planet who can make you sincerely happy and sincerely fulfilled is yourself, and it doesn't actually matter what anyone else thinks other than the one person that actually matters on this planet, and that is freaking you, my friend. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next dog mail. This one comes from ReNDoG or Hunter. ReNDoG the Hunter is what I'm going to call you. Dear ReNDoG, I have been watching your videos for so long. My little brother from the same friggin' mama has introduced me to your channel quite a while ago. He would say things like, watch the vids, but I never wanted to. But one day I searched your channel name and I caught up, I think episode 10 of season 1. What? You didn't watch episode 1 to episode 9? I'm gonna stick a shovel straight up your butthole. Well, I've loved you since then. So I have some questions. Number 1, how important is YouTube to you? I know it's your job, but how much do you like it? Why did you stop Tekkit? Do you play games that you made with your brother? And last, what is the plot for the game that's going to be released in February so far, and what are you going to name it? Your dog, ReNDoG the Hunter. Well, thank you so much for your dog mail, ReNDoG, and I want to get to your questions, but before I do, you better go watch episode 1 to 9, man. I'm going to be angry with your ass. You know what I'm freaking saying? Well, your first question is, how important is YouTube to you? Well, that is a crazy question. And it's a crazy question because it made me realize that YouTube is the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. YouTube has allowed me to live a dream that I never thought was possible. It's allowed me to start my own business and to start making games, which is something that I always wanted to do, but I never ever thought that I would be able to do that. And it's also allowed me to express the creative and artistic side of myself that when I left university and I started getting older and stuff, I thought that I would lose that creative side of me, right? Because when I was much younger, I used to do loads of drawing, I used to do loads of writing, I used to make tons of music. Whatever I could do to be creative, I used to be creative. But then when I finished uni and I started working, you join the working world, you join the rat race, you just don't have any more time for art, you don't have any more time for creativity, and that sort of side of you disappears, unless you really work on it. And YouTube has really allowed me to once again reignite the artistic side of myself that I thought was lost long ago. And I think that has made me such a happy person, such a fulfilled person. And it is just an absolutely incredible experience. And of course, I have met so many amazing people through YouTube. All of the guys on Dogcraft.net, Mud Dog, Razor, Beargo, Ivan Dogovich, Harlequin, everybody, man, everybody that I have met since I started doing this whole thing. It's just been such an absolute pleasure to meet such incredible people, and people that I would never have met if I didn't do this. And it's crazy how much YouTube influences my life, how much it actually is making my future, and how much it's actually influencing me as a person. And it is the number one and most important thing to me in my life. And it's not I don't see it as a job, I see it as a dream. And I'm freaking living it, man, and it is awesome. As you guys know, I have other jobs too. YouTube isn't the only thing that I do. I also, I'm a barman, and I also do freelance design work. So YouTube isn't the only thing that I do, and sometimes when there aren't videos on my channel and stuff, that's probably because I've been working the night before, or I've worked that day and I'm really tired or whatever. But all of that stuff, all of those jobs that I do are just to pay the bills. When I sit down in front of my computer and I fire up my microphone and I fire up Minecraft, that is when I am happiest. That is when I am me. That is when I feel like I'm freaking alive, baby, and it is awesome. Your next question was, why did you stop Tekkit? Well, a ton of you guys will know why I stopped Tekkit, but for some of you newer subscribers who perhaps don't know, I did a Tekkit series with my brother from the same freaking mama, the ReNDoG, and he actually started building a house in real life, and basically, we haven't really had time to play together again, to play Tekkit together again until the house is complete. And a lot of you guys will know that building a house takes a freaking long ass time. But hopefully, when the house is done, Goxie and I will be able to get back together and fire up Tech It again, or maybe we'll start a new series, who knows. And if you guys haven't seen the Tech It series yet, it's only 26 episodes or something, but I had a ton of fun with my brother, so why don't you go check it out if you've got nothing else to watch today. I'll put a link in the description box below. Your next question, Arkadark the Hunter, is do you play games that you made with your brother? Yeah, well, we always, we would make, my brother and I would make tons of games. We used to make board games, card games, a whole bunch of different games. And basically what we would do is we would invent these games in our brain, and then we would build all of the props and all of the pieces and everything without doing any testing whatsoever. And then the game would be ready to play, and then we would play the game, but it would turn out that the game would be imbalanced, or it wouldn't work properly, or there was something that we didn't think about when we designed it. So we would usually play the game like 2 or 3 times and then realize that actually it was inherently flawed from the outset, and then we'd stop playing it. But we absolutely used to play every single game that we made. I actually remember a few years ago we made a game together online. So he was in South Africa and I was in London, and when we were both at work, we used to chat on Gmail, and we conceptualized a board game, and we created this board game in our minds via Gmail, and then we even made the board game in Microsoft Excel and did like testing. So if I moved a piece on the board, I would move it in the Excel document, then save the document, then email it to Goxie, and then he would make a move, and we would try to test the game like that. Didn't really work out, but then I printed out the whole game. I printed out the board, I printed out everything, and I took the game to South Africa when I went there for December, for Christmas time, and my brother and I spent like an entire freaking day playing the game that we had made together over Gmail. And as usual, the game turned out to be way too complicated and way too imbalanced. but it was still fun. And your last question, Arkadark the Hunter, was what is the plot of the game that I'm making for February? Well, the exciting news is that we're getting really close to being able to release some more information about the game. We're in the sort of final stages of working on the beta, but I can't tell you anything yet, guys. You guys are going to have to be a little bit more patient, but really, really soon we're going to start releasing all of the stuff that you guys want to know. What is the name of the game? How does it work? What does it look like? All of that jazz is going to come pretty soon. We just want to make sure that everything is ready for you guys, that everything looks absolutely amazing, that everything looks perfect, everything, the game plays really well, it's really fun, there's as few bugs as possible, and that's where we are now with the development of the game. We're sort of in that sort of end of dev testing stage, and it is so freaking sweet, man. But keep your freaking eyeballs posted to this channel, man. Soon, there will be more information about the game. Anyway, thank you so much for your Dogmail, Arkadark the Hunter. Let's move on to the next one, and this one comes from Isaiah. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hey, ReNDoG, what's cracking? I just wanted to tell you that you are my favorite Minecrafter ever! And yes, that needed 3 exclamation marks. You really help me get through tough times and make me laugh when I'm not so happy due to your noobness, lols. But on a serious note, thanks for posting YouTube videos. It's interesting watching you fail. No offense, smiley face. I also have a suggestion for Mole City. Maybe you should design the ghetto district like a desert temple or desert village, or like a jungle temple. Thanks for your time. Sorry for the long Dogmail. Sincerely, Isaiah. P.S. What's the name of the song you used in the Season 3 trailer? That song is freaking sweet. Well, thank you so much for your Dogmail, Isaiah. I'm sorry, I'm not really sure how to say your name. I think it's Isaiah? The ghetto district of Mole City, man, that is going to be a fun district to build, I think. I like the idea of making it a desert district, but I think that the Lakeside Villa district will probably be made out of chiseled sandstone and sandstone to look a lot like the Lakeside Villa. So, if we make the ghetto district like a desert district, then it's going to look very similar to the Lakeside Villa district. So my idea is to make the ghetto district out of nether bricks, and and make it look like basically it'll be a nether district. And it's also going to be the headquarters for the Space Gang, by the way. I think I've mentioned this before when we were working on Silkworm Gang Island, but Gareth's freaking headquarters are going to be in the ghetto district underneath a building somewhere. This is going to be freaking sweet. And you also asked, what is the song that you used in the Season 3 trailer? Well, that's actually a song that I made myself. In fact, all of the songs that I use in fast forward mode are all written by myself. songs that I wrote a few years ago when I used to make a butt ton of music, and a ton of you guys have asked if I could put those songs on iTunes and stuff, and you know what, I think I will. It looks like you guys really like those songs. For me, they're just, they're sweet fast forward music for me, but if you guys really like them, I'll definitely look at putting them onto iTunes for you, or making a video of them for you so you guys can hear them and download it or whatever, and have the songs on your MP3 players or whatnot. But anyway, thank you so much for your Dogmail, Isaiah. Let's move on to the next one, and this one comes from a Saba lady called Fiona, and she has the following to say. Hello ReNDoG, I would like to ask you a few questions, but first I would like to tell you that your videos are awesome, and I just know that you will get 100,000 subscribers by December, and I would also like to tell you that you are a noob, crunchy face, but I still like your videos, and I think you deserve a delicious, nice, juicy steak every day. I mean, I'm not gonna argue against that, man. Steak every day keeps the doctor away. Now, I have a few things for you to read and answer. Number one. You can tie horses to fences by using a lead. This would be good to use in the stable so that you don't need to make gates and try to fit your fat horse through them. Can you make a trail for Atreyu? It's annoying to have him bump into trees and fences all the time. You know what, that is actually a really cool idea, man. That is an awesome idea, Fiona. We'll come and talk about that after your dog mail. Also, I would like to ask you if you have a dog in real life or plan on getting one. And if you do, it's best to name it by its personality, but they don't respond well to names with an S sound in it. Thanks for reading this email. It means a lot to me. Sorry if it was long, but I have writer instincts. But when I try to cut things short, they end up real short. You're still a noob though. From Fiona. Well, thank you so much for your dog mail, Fiona, and I know exactly what you're talking about, writer instincts, man. When I used to do a ton of writing, I would end up writing pages and pages and pages of waffle, and I would give what I've written to my English teacher or my university lecturer, and I'd be like, I think I've written the next brilliant piece of English literature. Would you mind giving it a read? And they would read it, and usually the reply would be, "This is just waffle, man. You need to cut back on all this jazz." And of course, as you know, I can talk a lot, and basically when I talk, it's the same as when I write. So when I write, I literally it's just like stream of consciousness, my man. I mean, my girl. I mean, Fiona. And to answer your question about whether or not I have a dog, unfortunately, I do not have a dog in real life, but I really want one. Unfortunately, my flat is way too small to have a dog right now. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait until one day I can move into a bigger place. And if I do move into a bigger place one day, I will definitely be getting at least one dog, but I would like two, I think, because I freaking love dogs so much. I always had dogs from when I was a kid. You know, in South Africa, everybody has dogs. It's just like normal to have a dog. And I really freaking miss having a dog, man. And hopefully one day I'll be able to get myself a sweet ass pooch. But let's talk a little bit about Atreyu. And you had a really great idea about making a trail for him. And you know what? That is a really awesome idea. Maybe what we should do is go to the farmlands and sort of work out in which direction would we mostly ride when we use Atreyu, and then make sort of pathways through the open areas and through the natural areas, so that when we do use Atreyu to go on journeys, we don't, like you say, bump into trees and freaking get stuck on bits of dirt and whatnot. That's a really cool idea, and that'd be quite a cool project too, because that's like working outside of our normal working environment, which is using blocks and making buildings and stuff. That'll actually be like, you know, crafting nature to look like a path and stuff. So that's a really sweet idea. I'll keep that one in mind, Fiona. Thank you so much for your dog mail. Well, guys, we have got one more dog mail to get through today, and this one comes from Lanecraft99, and they have the following to say. Hi ReNDoG, you probably get this a lot, but I'm a big fan of yours and love your channel. I think you are an epic Minecrafter and just wanted to know how you make a video of yourself playing Minecraft. I wanted to start a channel but don't know how to. Also, I wanted to know how you edit your videos because I love them. I watch your videos all the time and I can be like you someday. You a great inspiration. Well, I hope you can mention how you make and edit videos on your next dog mail. Your fan, Lanecraft99. Well, Lanecraft, you'll be happy to know that making videos on YouTube is actually not as difficult as it seems. Number one, what you need is a pretty decent computer. You need a microphone and you need a butt ton of hard drive space. Then you only need a few bits of software. And obviously you need Minecraft. You also then need a video capture software of some kind. Most people use Fraps. I use a program called Bandicam. You then also need a program that's going to record your audio. And I use a program called Audacity. You then also need a bit of video editing software. And there's a butt ton of free ones out there, like Microsoft Movie Maker, and there's a whole butt ton of others. But if you are serious about making videos on YouTube, I would say just put down a little bit of money to buy all the software that you need. And I would recommend buying a video editing program called Sony Vegas. It is, in my opinion, by far the easiest to learn and the most stable and just the most reliable bit of video editing software you'll ever need. And that initial investment in buying Sony Vegas will, you will use it for many, many years, and it will definitely pay itself off, just because of the power that it can give you. And I do all of my video editing in Sony Vegas. And when I first started making YouTube videos, I used Microsoft Movie Maker, but it's so limited and there's so few things that you can do in Movie Maker that I wanted to try and make better videos and make sweet intros and all of that sort of jazz. So I invested into Sony Vegas, and then I spent a butt ton of time on YouTube learning how to use Sony Vegas. That's the amazing thing about YouTube, right? If you want to learn anything, you can learn it on YouTube. If you want to get a philosophy degree, you can get it on YouTube. You can watch like 3 years worth of lectures and you could get a degree. Not a real degree, but a degree in your brain. If you want to learn how to use Sony Vegas, you can get it from YouTube. If you want to learn how to Fraps Minecraft and record audio at the same time, you can get it from YouTube. It's all there for you, man. YouTube is the biggest and best resource that we have on this planet. Well, probably, arguably, aside from Wikipedia. But YouTube has everything that you'll ever freaking need. Seriously. And I mean, the way that you record Minecraft is so easy. You load up your video capturing software, so Fraps or Bandicam. You load up your audio capturing software like Audacity. You press record on your audio software. You load up Minecraft. You start recording video in Minecraft, and then you start talking. So what your computer is doing is it's recording your voice on your audio capture software, and it's recording the video in Minecraft through Fraps or Bandicam. Then when you're finished, you take the audio file that you recorded and you take the video file that you recorded, you chuck them into Sony Vegas, you sync them up, and you edit them. And it's that freaking simple, man. Then all you do is you render that jazz, upload it to YouTube, and bam, you have a brand new Minecraft YouTube channel. And it's obviously, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but that is the basics, man. That is the very, very basics of making videos for YouTube. And, I would inspire all of you guys out there who are thinking about making videos for YouTube to just freaking do it. You know what? Just set aside a day, a Saturday or a Sunday, and just say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to do it, man. I'm just going to record these videos. I'm going to get Fraps. I'm going to get Audacity. I'm going to get Sony Vegas, and I'm going to freaking record Minecraft. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to stick it on YouTube, and who freaking knows what'll happen, man? Some people will love it. Some people will hate it. Some people will watch it. Some people won't, and who freaking knows what can happen, man? That is the amazing thing about YouTube. It is literally an oyster for the world. And YouTube, it will, be whatever you make it. The more time and the more effort you put into YouTube, the more YouTube will give back to you. And that's just how it works, man. It is freaking sweet. Well, anyway, thank you so much for your Dogmail, Lanecraft99. I hope that I answered your questions and you have a better idea of how exactly you can make Minecraft videos and YouTube videos and whatnot. But guys, we have unfortunately come to the end of today's Dogmail episode. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And thanks to all of you cyberdogs out there who sent me Dogmails and who, all the Dogmails that I read today. Really, really sweet episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me jazz around building the Mushroom Shrine. And yeah, I think you guys would have seen that Beatrice got out of her house and she was wandering around Mole City. And man, it was dangerous times. I almost lost that lady. But it's been really freaking sweet, man. And if you guys want to get your Dogmails in this show, you can get in touch via email, via dogcraft.net. Or via Facebook, and all of the details are in the description box below. And that is all we have time for this week, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it and can't wait to see you guys in the next Dogmail. This has been ReNDoG reading Dogmails. See you in the next one, my friends. Goodbye.